Hey guys, and welcome to TechKnow, where today we're going to be looking a bit more in depth on the new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. The device itself was announced on the 17th of September, which is this month, and is coming out on the 16th of September 2016, again in this month. Nice short gap between the two, so you don't have to wait too long between the announcement and actually getting it in your hands. They have announced new size variants for the phone. It's going to be at a minimum of 32 gig. It will then jump to 128 and 256 variants, which is certainly great for people that have a lot of apps and music, photos, videos, anything like that, which a lot of people seem to be building up more and more of, which is why they got rid of the 16, which barely had room for iOS on it anymore. So it's good that they've gone and done that. They've gone and killed off space grey as a colour. That is no more. They now have black and jet black, which is kind of gloss and matte black colours, which look awesome. They have said that the gloss black style one can scratch easily on the back. Luckily Slick Wraps, not a sponsor, but wish they were. Luckily Slick Wraps has a clear cover for it, which is wet application. You can find a link to that down there if you are worried about scratching your phone, and they also have all sorts of other different designs as well. Great company, and I have a lot of their stuff, so yeah, I completely recommend them. You can learn more about those skins in the 5 cheap tech video here, and there'll also be a link down in the description about it as well. Now, onto some of the other features about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. They're going to make it IP67 water and dust proof, which means it can go up to a metre underwater for up to 30 minutes without the phone being damaged. Though they wouldn't recommend it, it's great if you accidentally drop it in a sink or in a puddle, things like that, spill a drink on it. Lots of different applications for that, which is certainly great, and you don't have to worry about taking it to the beach or anything anymore, or festivals and it getting wet and breaking, because it now is resistant to that. Apple has gone and updated the 3D Touch as well. They've given it even more pressure sensitivity. They've also made the home button 3D Touch too. It no longer clicks down, it now just senses that you're putting pressure on it and gives you vibration feedback for that. You can also program it to do all sorts of other things as well. Like at the moment you can double click to multitask, double tap to bring the screen down, things like that, which is great, but they're saying that they're going to implement even more controls into that home button because of the new features that they've added. They've also gone and upgraded the camera in the iPhone 7, and the 7 Plus has 2 of them as well. They are 12 megapixels and higher quality than any previous ones they've done in iPhones, and on the Plus it has a 1x and 2x zoom. It also has a 10x digital zoom, but that's just photo cropping. If you want more zoom than the 1 or 2 times, use your feet and just walk over there instead, unless you really can't reach it, because you will maintain the quality that way. But yes, it can take multiple photos, sort of in Apple's own HDR mode, and it can use it for depth of field and things like that. Certainly be great to get better images out of it, so I'm looking forward to being able to mess about with that. They've also gone and improved the display. It now has a wide colour gamut and can also go up to 25% brighter than the iPhone 6s, which is awesome for people that like to use this out in daylight, because it means you'll be able to see the screen nicer and the colours will just be a bit more vibrant on it as well. The big rumour, Apple's headphone jack is now gone. They no longer have it. They provide an adapter in the box, which is great, and also lightning earpods too. They're bringing out all sorts of different accessories, including their own AirPods, which are wireless earpods that go in your ears, but they are not out until October sort of time, and they're going to cost just short of £200, so it is a really expensive purchase, and I completely recommend giving it a miss and just getting some Bluetooth headphones instead for about the same price. They'll be much comfier, be much nicer, and you won't have to worry about losing them, because if you drop an earpod, I know, in a big thing of white stones, you're never going to find it, or if you're going for a jog or something, be much safer just to wear a pair of headphones, or get some cheaper earphones like the M-Power Magnetos, which are in this video here, which are great little earphones that you're just going to be using at the gym and so on. You don't need to worry about, because if you break them, they're nowhere near as expensive as the AirPods, but they can do the same kind of thing. Staying on the topic of sound, Apple has also announced that their phone's going to have stereo speakers. This looks like it's going to be using the earpiece that you use for phone calls and then the speaker on the bottom. I'm assuming that they're going to upgrade the speaker in the earpiece to make this possible, because as far as I can see in their renders, they don't have any speaker grills at the top of the phone, and this wouldn't really make too much sense from the design either. So it'd be great to see how that sounds. They're saying it's going to be a lot louder, and they're also saying that their A10 chip, which they are putting in this device, is going to be a lot faster than the previous iPhones as well, which would be great for opening apps, playing games, if you're using things like iMovie and graphics apps in them, then it should be able to perform a bit better on them too. And of course it will sip power versus some of the other chips that they have in the last generations. So they haven't actually mentioned what the mAh is of the battery yet, or the RAM, but it's speculated that the iPhone 7 Plus, has been bumped up to 3 gigs of RAM, and the battery has also just been bumped up higher as well. So couple that with the processor and you will have a nice long battery life that you don't need to worry about. Now, one of the final things to discuss is pricing. It looks like they've put the price up by about £100 or so over the previous models for all these upgrades. So contract prices will be more expensive than the 6S and 6S Plus, though it shouldn't make too much difference if you're getting a 1 or 2 year contract, as that will just sort of filter out into those periods of time. So it shouldn't be too bad, that, and also you'll be able to sell on your old phone for quite a bit of money if you want a 6 or a 6S. So I hope this has been a bit more information for you guys into what the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus is going to be bringing, and whether or not you feel like it'd be worth the upgrade for you. If you want a 6S or 6S Plus, these features might not get you until you come around for an upgrade and you just decide to do it. I'm looking at an early upgrade for this because it's certainly interesting me about the camera more than anything else. That, and I'd like a larger phone screen than my 6S at the moment, because I had larger phones and then I moved down to a phone size that I could control with one hand, but I'm missing it for the media consumption. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.